Well, ladies and dudes, I got some bad news to tell you. The oh heck no moments are coming back once again in October. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you all this brand new top 5 list that nobody has never done before. And this type of top 5 list I'm going to do for today that features so many oh heck no moments to be found in movie history. Well, there's so many oh heck no moments to be found from Disney. Yes, ladies and dudes, I will warn you all right now. There's so many oh heck no moments to be found in all the Disney films that we all know and love from our childhood to adulthood. So beware of this brand new top 5 list that nobody has never done before. For real, if you know what I mean. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobot1987, this is my review for a day. And today's review, ladies and dudes, all my friends, it's that time again for another top 5 list that nobody has never done before. And I'm not sure if this is the very first time or something like that I'm finally gonna do a top 5 list that involves Disney. And yes, ladies and dudes, I will admit, I love Disney. It's from my childhood. There's so many great memories for so many good Disney films that I've seen here or there from my childhood to adulthood. But there is one type of thing I did not notice from Disney. And I gotta warn you all right now. There are so many oh heck no moments to be found for all the Disney films that I know and love from my childhood. Something I gotta be aware of right away. So yes, for my list, top 5 list I gotta do for today is my top 5 most oh heck no moments in Disney movies. And there are so many oh heck no moments to be found. There's a lot of dark, edgy moments, some scary moments, some stuff that involves too much information or a character who's a freaking pervert. Well, let's just say that Disney want to do the best they can to make so many oh heck no stuff that we will never forget in movie history, and they want to take a lot of risk for it. So I'll give them props for that. But anyway, I decided to pick only 5 big oh heck no moments that I will never forget in Disney film history. Yeah, so beware of that. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my top 5 most biggest oh heck no moments that I have ever found in Disney films. And yes, I will go ahead and do one little honorable mention of which oh heck no moment that did not make it to the list. And it came from one of my favorite Disney films of all time, Tarzan. And yes, Tarzan does have one big oh heck no moment that I will never forget in movie history, where Tarzan and Clayton had that fight on the tree, and they did a whole lot of back and forth to see who will be the last man standing. And there was one big oh heck no moment that I found in the fight scene is where Clayton is trying to cut down those vines, try to set himself free, but he did not realize that there's one vine that is stuck between his neck or in his chin, and he tried to get himself out as soon as he can, but then somehow it was too late. The vine already got him and he got hanged to death. So that's one big scary oh heck no moment that I will never forget in movie history. But one of my most scariest moments in movie history, and I did put it on my top 10 most scariest moments in movies, that was a long time ago. But anyway, let's head on to my top 5 choices of which oh heck no moments that will fit on my list. Coming at number 5 goes to Pocahontas. As you may know, Pocahontas deserves to be one of my most favorite Disney films of all time. And I will warn you all right now that this good film right here does have an oh heck no moment. And it took place in the forest where Pocahontas and John Smith had a serious talk. They have no idea what to do for their people, and they're going to try really, really hard to get their people to stop fighting at each other and just bring peace to Virginia. But yeah, there was one moment in that movie where Pocahontas and John Smith began to kiss on the lips, and both Thomas and Coquitlam had shown up. Coquitlam got really angry that Pocahontas had kissed a man that she had never seen before, she had never met. There was one little oh heck no moment I will point out from Coquitlam that Coquitlam believes that Pocahontas got involved in an affair. You know, an affair to be with this guy that she had never met or never got to know of. And since Coquitlam doesn't know John Smith, so Coquitlam went on a rampage, attacked John Smith, and he's going to kill him by stabbing him in the throat. And yeah, there was one moment where Coquitlam did push Pocahontas away from the fight, and yeah, Thomas had shown up, tried to save John Smith, and he did shot Coquitlam to a chest. Now that's one scary oh heck no moment that nobody had never noticed. I wish I could tell you more about this oh heck no moment, but I decided to put there at number 5. Coming at number 4 goes to the most torturing moment ever from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And it's the part where Quasimodo finally became the king of fools and everybody began to cheer for Quasimodo, and since he's a new person outside, away from the bell tower, you know, Quasimodo is starting to have a good time and all that stuff. But sadly, there's one oh heck no moment that came by where one of Frollo's men had thrown a tomato on Quasimodo's face and call him ugly, and there was another dude who threw another tomato on Quasimodo's face. And this is the part where Quasimodo is going to get tortured by the crowd. It was one of the most darkest, scariest oh heck no moments that I have ever seen in movie history. And I do feel so sorry for Quasimodo for being tortured by a whole lot of crowd while there's a festival of fools going on, you know, in the city of Paris. That's one big oh heck no moment I will never forget in movie history. So yeah, I put that at number 4. Coming at number 3 goes to when Dumbo and his mother got separated from Dumbo. And it took place at the inside the circus tent, I think, where, you know, Dumbo is going to get introduced to the kids, and one of the kids made fun of him because of his big ears, and Dumbo's mother's not really happy for what the kid is doing to the poor little elephant who has big ears. And this is where the big giant oh heck no moment came by, is when Dumbo's mother started to attack and she goes on a rampage. And yeah, the circus people had shown up, they tortured her a bit, and they did separate Dumbo and his mother, and his mother tried so hard to get her son back, but it was too late. And the ringmaster had no choice but to take Dumbo's mother into that wooden box and put up a sign called Mad Elephant. Now that's one big scary oh heck no moment I will never forget in movie history. And it's a sad shame that Dumbo won't see his mother again, not until like in the near end of the film, I think. So yeah, that was one scary oh heck no moment I will never forget in this film. I feel bad for Dumbo and his mother. Such a sad shame. So I put that at number 3. And coming at number 2 goes to when Cinderella's dress got torn up by her stepsisters from Cinderella. Now, this is one of the things I do feel sorry for Cinderella, and when she was growing up, being a prisoner to her own house, being stuck with her evil stepmother and her 2 evil stepsisters, and all 3 of them had treated her like trash, using her as a slave and all that stuff. And the only family that Cinderella had right now is those cute little micey-wicies and those birdies. Since those birdies and the micey-wicies had treated her like a person and not something else. And it's so nice for those cute little micey-wicies to help out Cinderella with that dress. They worked so hard to make that dress good as new. And since the dress did belong to her late mother, and sadly Cinderella had never got a chance to get to know her mother. I guess she died when she gave birth to Cinderella. So yeah, it is really torturing and scary for Cinderella's dress to get torn up and becoming rags. And, well, after all, those stepsisters had took away some of the stuff here and there that was a part of the things that they belong. Well, that belongs to them, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I wish I could say more about this torturing scene when Cinderella's dress got torn up thanks to her evil stepsisters. But that's all I could say for the number 2 spot. And finally, the number 1 most biggest oh heck no moment that I will never forget in Disney history. And this is one of the most scariest oh heck no moments that involves, something really bad to those little boys. And those little boys had fallen to their fate if they hadn't gone to that stupid place called Pleasure Island. Well, anyway, for the number one most biggest, scariest oh heck no moment in movie history goes to when those little boys had transformed into donkeys from Pinocchio. This is the biggest oh heck no moment I will never forget in movie history. And I will never forgive that coach dude for taking those boys away from their homes and take them to a very evil place where their innocence has been lost and they will no longer be little boys and do bad, terrible things here and there and drinking and smoking cigars. This is where their innocence has been lost and they transform into donkeys. It was the most scariest thing I ever seen in movie history. And yeah, Pinocchio was about to become a donkey, but thanks to Jiminy Cricket had saved his life in the nick of time before he goes completely into a donkey. So yeah, I wish I could say more about this torturing oh heck no moment that came from Pinocchio, but that's all I could say about that part for the number 1 spot of seeing those poor little boys had turned to donkeys. Such a sad shame. Well, anyway, that is my top 5 most biggest oh heck no moments that I ever seen in Disney history. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your most biggest oh heck no moments that you ever seen from Disney that was scary, torturing, and it will scare you to death, or whatever? Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for my next top 5 list to come of my top 5 most funniest oh heck no moments that I ever seen from Disney. And I hope this oh heck no moment will turn things around just a little bit and try to give us something funny and entertaining, if you know what I mean. So anyway, be prepared for my next top 5 list to come. And I'll see you all later. Sayonara.